This is an Invicta gooseberry bush. It's a plant that a lot of people in the U.S. have never seen, and a fruit that a lot of people have never tasted. The reason for that is that in 1911 they were banned by federal law because it harbors the white pine blister rust, which affected the lumber industry. That ban was lifted in 1966. But there are still a lot of states where this plant is illegal. It's legal here in Pennsylvania now. And honestly, I had never tasted a gooseberry till I planted some. You just don't see them in the stores, and after the ban they just kind of disappeared in most places. So they're kind of making a comeback. This one's kind of unique in that it is an Invicta, but the fruit turns red, and I think it's supposed to stay green. So I'm pretty sure it is an Invicta though, because it's got the thorns and it looks like one. But for some reason this one here, the fruit does turn red when it ripens. So here's one down here. And you know, I kind of like that it turns red because I can tell when they're ripe. There are different varieties. So this one I'm going with, it's Invicta because that's what I bought. And I planted several of these. This one's doing pretty good. It's about 3 feet tall. Pretty much loaded with berries. And I recommend this plant because it's low maintenance. This is completely organic. I just basically mow the grass around it and weed around it occasionally. I do put some cow manure around it, but that's because I have cows. Probably see some of them out there in the pasture. If I didn't have cows, I would I'd probably put some 10-10-10 fertilizer around it in the fall. And this is all organic. Has a lot of berries on it. They're tasty, and it's low maintenance. So that, to me, is why it's a good plant. I like to try stuff and find something that I can grow organically and get some organic fruit from. And so I recommend the gooseberry plants. They're unique. You know, if you have never tasted one, it's kind of hard to describe. So you just have to try one sometime. I'm sure you can find one somewhere. And then if you like it, I would say plant it. It's not too difficult to grow, and gives you some good organic produce. So again, this is the Invicta. They're legal now in most states. You better, if you're not sure, you better check, because they are illegal in some places, although I doubt that the place you want to buy it from would ship it to you. But I don't want to make you like a criminal if you bring one across state lines and all of a sudden you have an illegal plant in your garden. So I would check on that. It does have some thorns on it. These thorns, you got to watch them if you're picking them and not paying attention. And mostly when I get stuck with the thorn is when I'm weeding it. It's not going to kill you, but they do hurt a little bit. And like I said, it's a nice plant. It'll get to be about 5 foot tall and 5 foot wide. The fruit is delicious. This one, I've been eating a lot off of this one. You can see there's still a good bit on here. And so this is again an Invicta gooseberry. I like it, I recommend it, and I think you should plant one if you can. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out now. I'll talk to you later.